Hi everyone, welcome to Autoplay. My name is Otto, and this is BioShock Infinite. In the last episode, we rescued Elizabeth from Monument Island, and now we have washed up on the shores of the beautiful Battleship Bay. Let's go see if we can find out where she is. I have to say, right off the bat, this is probably my favorite location and part of segment of the game. When I first played, it just totally captured my imagination. I was not expecting it at all, and I think it really gets at the feeling of BioShock Infinite that I love the most, where you just don't know what's gonna happen next. It feels like anything is possible in this game, on the first playthrough anyway. And I don't know what it is about BioShock Infinite, but I never get this kind of feeling from any other game I play, and I think that's something I really appreciate about this game. It just has a magic sort of quality, regardless of its numerous other big flaws.
May know how his own biography is going to end, but I can scarcely fathom how I'm going to start it. I mean, other than the kid stuff you get at the Hall of Heroes, anything prior to his baptism was, and here I quote, hang on, left on the riverside. They'll call me a plagiarist, but I'm going to spend the first 30 pages regurgitating scripture.
And that, of course, is also a little foreshadowing for the ending, where you find out how Comstock came to be and the baptism in the river. Hi, guys.
Come on, don't be such a crybaby.
Oh, fine. 2 more minutes.
Ugh, I just love this area. So pretty. So clever.
Hey, you see a young girl?
Is this some kind of sales pitch? Because I'm not interested.
You see a young girl, blue skirt? No?
No. But I'm without an escort if you're looking to pass the time.
Okay, girl. So thirsty. I think there's actually another NPC in this area that I feel like he's hitting on Booker. I don't know.
Seen a girl around here? Blue skirt, dark hair?
Look at this one.
Why don't you just sleep it off, chum?
These guys kind of look like they have the same face.
Hey, I'm looking for a young girl.
Who isn't, brother?
Me. Honestly, I feel like all the non-combat parts of BioShock Infinite are my favorite. I wish we could have gone to the place where there's the Ferris wheel. I would love that.
Airship. That could be our ticket out of here.
And this baby carriage with pistol ammo is a nod and reference to the first BioShock, where there's a splicer talking to a baby carriage, and when you get there you find out it's a gun. I had mentioned before how I had played this game with my friend Sierra, and when she got to this part, she's like, There's ammo in the baby carriage! That's not okay! So funny. Battleship Bay. This area is just so cool and creative. It's kind of funny though, because like the water just like blows off the side, I guess. I guess by the time it gets to the ground, people might just think it's raining. And here's like all the pumps and stuff that make it work.
The whole thing's rigged. All I want is fair pay for an honest day's work.
I think this is also the place where a lot of the like class issues start to really be brought to the surface.
Everything's changing. People don't know their place anymore.
Tell me about it. An Oriental stopped me on the street and asked me for the time. Just like that. There should be a law. I think there is.
Oof.
Maybe you and I should go for a walk along the shore.
I'm not going on any walk with you. Your reputation is well established.
Machine gun ammo. What a beach. There we go. Sometimes this game can be so finicky with that kind of stuff.
Look at him, ladies. It's a crime someone doesn't get him a nice set of trunks.
Everyone loves hitting on Booker. So you have the girls there saying I should get in some trunks to see how hot I look. And I believe if you talk to this NPC, he basically says the same thing.
Almost like the real world, huh? Modern science.
Okay.
You want to come take a look inside the wagon? I can probably find a set of trunks for you.
See?
You look like you're no stranger to physical activity. I'd love to swap stories.
See? Everyone is thirsty for this dick. Just like imagine if you could like abandon the game and just like go have sex on the beach with everybody.
Damned if you don't, I suppose.
Just drink his beer.
Left! Right! Left! Now jump! 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 Down to the toes! 1, 2, 3! Left! Right!
Damn fools should let them drown themselves.
Thin out the herd.
Well, that's positively Darwinian.
Whatever do you mean?
Darwin. Charles Darwin.
Hey, keep your voice down.
Oh my gosh. Scientist in Colombia? What a bad lifeguard, though. Let's just let everyone drown.
I'm going to marry you.
I've heard that before.
You have to believe me. I don't love her anymore.
It amazes me how many men I've met haven't the slightest idea who they really are.
Looks at Booker. Can't tell if there's something under here.
Come on, mister. We're working here.
All right, miss. Now put your hand right. It's fine where it is. No panhandling, fellow. Didn't you see the signs?
Jump! Jump! Down the zone! 2!
Okay, let's go see Elizabeth.
I can tell my wife is scared, but I don't know how to comfort her.
Comstock will take care of the Vox. If he says he has a plan, then he has a plan. When has he ever let us down before?
That's what the Vox Populi do. Stir up the paddies and the Negroes.
First it's labor unrest, then they're coming for you in your bed.
Comstock should stomp them out. All of them cockroaches.
Fuck you. I saw a lot of boards, but I never see anyone actually surfing here.
Never going to approve of that.
Mother doesn't get a say.
With you, Mother always gets a say.
I'm my own man.
Dancing at dusk. Aw, she's so happy. Definitely doesn't seem like someone who's been traumatized for years and only friends with a bird.
Hey, miss it. Miss.
I feel for Elizabeth, I really do.
Could you just...
Sometimes you just like want to not bother her so she can be happy forever and not have to deal with everything that's coming.
I need you to stop. Hey, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello! Oh, this is wonderful! Oh, come dance with me, Mr. Twin.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
How about Paris?
Paris? I don't understand. How could we get there?
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we can...
No, let's go! Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go right now! I'm out. It's hard to believe, but it's true, isn't it? Oh, can you smell that? I've never smelled anything like that before, have you?
Beaches I know don't smell much like that.
So the song in the background, if you can hear it, is again one of those old-timey covers, this time of Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Do you know this artificial beach was built in only 6 months?
And how do you know that?
From one of the books I threw at you. They also served passing well for reading.
Whenever I'd like hear this song come on after playing this game, I'd always kind of like tear up for Elizabeth.
This is the life.
I miss real beaches.
On real beaches, you've got to contend with all types of people sharing the water. Those people are not sanitary.
That's silly.
They get diseases you couldn't imagine. You don't believe me? Take a trip to Finkton.
Oh, the racism.
It almost looks like a real ocean. But it's just a set of elaborate pumps and rain catchers.
So one thing you'll kind of notice about Elizabeth's AI is that it always tries to make it so that she's in front of you in the camera, so you can always see her on screen. But like for instance, if we like kind of start to go like this, she'll start to like run up behind us eventually. Or like teleport, so she'll be on our screen. See? Bam, she's just there. And she'll always try to like run faster than you so you don't bump into her. And there's like little things in the world that she can interact with. Where'd she go now? Where'd she go? Oh, she's way over there.
Watch this.
Nice.
Gotta keep moving if we're gonna get the airship to Paris.
Okay, just one more.
This is like one of the things like I love about this section is that I feel like it has the most things for Elizabeth to interact with, which is kind of nice. In other like levels, she'll have like points of interest that she'll like look at or like lean on and stuff like that, but she doesn't really have these kinds of like little small moments you can find as much.
3, 2, 1, 2. Touch your toes. 2, up. Yes. You're blocking the view. Right, left, right, left. Jump, jump.
But it's like kind of cool, like how she'll like lean on the environment or sit on benches if you're walking by. Like it's kind of like something you don't really see much in AI partners. Like in a lot of ways, Elizabeth was definitely like trend setting for AI partners and the tech that they use. And like for the most part, it's like pretty like seamless and like you don't really notice the way it works so much. It's like in my first playthrough through the game, like her AI like worked perfectly. I didn't have any like little like uncanny moments where she like just appeared or like acted in a wrong way. I started noticing how it works a bit more in later playthroughs, but overall I think it's still pretty good.
Mr. DeWitt, Comstock. I've read about him. They say he can see the future.
Give a man a little power, he falls in all kinds of love with himself.
I don't like his look.
Do you dislike the look of the prophet or his gaze?
Can we leave now?
Yeah, girl. But like in here, like if you've ever seen the like E3 demo, they go into like a store kind of like this, and like Elizabeth has like little moments with like so many things that you can find. But in the final game, she mostly just kind of like looks at things like that instead of like interacting with them, which I think is a little bit of a shame. But sometimes that's to be expected.
Huh. That fall into the water did you no favors. I'll keep an eye out for something that might ease your pain.
Thank you. She's so nice. Sometimes it can trip you out though, because like you think she's like saying like oh or wow to like something you can interact with or look at, but she's just like saying it just to like give a little bit of extra life. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like it does make her feel like a bit more real, but sometimes it can be a bit misleading in what you think is happening. So many empty canisters. This guy's creepy little dinner date with a doll. Whoa, Elizabeth. Just fucking shoves me. None of this stuff is getting me drunk. Alright, let's continue on. Anarchists loose in our fair city. Uh-oh, her favorite Wonder Twins.
Mr. DeWitt, here. Come look at these.
Bird.
Or the cage.
Or perhaps the bird.
Nothing beats the cage.
Ease to it. How do you... Never mind.
So this is like one of the few choices you can make in the game. It's pretty much just cosmetic, though.
Look at these, they're amazing. Which one do you like more, this one or this? The bird is beautiful and the cage is somber, but there's really something special about it. I just can't decide.
I tried to pick the bird now, since in the DLC, Elizabeth only wears the bird, and I don't like creating an inconsistency. So I'll go with that one.
On the right.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It would have been cool though if it could have like read your game file to make it who it is.
If you're going to be a sore loser, then I shan't do this again.
Now that's just sophistry.
Oh my god!
My God.
It has to be! Who else would do such a thing?
How could this
Are you all right?
Why did
It was my home.
see this?
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Let's go.
Oh, Frederick.
All these people are so shook by it. I mean, I guess it would be scary. Oh well.
He'll set this right. He's the sword of vengeance.
Oh, the songbird. I was like, who are they talking about? Look at this creepy kid. So creepy. Ah, demon! Oops, I ate a rotten banana. Dog.
Make sure you have a piece of photographic identification ready for presentation.
Put those arms
See the very dress worn by A. Comstock herself.
Now hold steady.
Talk about that more in a bit.
I ain't getting through there.
I have just the thing. Come on.
Hold on. I want to see if there's anything I can loot. No.
I don't see the point of stopping all of us just to find this one man.
Did you hear about the statue? My God, what's happening?
They should just fumigate Finkton and be done with it.
Oh my
What
god.
is happening?
Look at this one. Hey, copper! Look at this one! He's suspicious, if you ask me.
All right, quiet down there, Pete. Let's go home and dry yourself out.
Damn thing's locked. What are you doing?
You're a roguish type. What does it look like? Done.
Where did you learn to pick locks?
Trapped in a tower with nothing but books and spare time? You would be surprised what I know how to do.
Do not speak to the patrons unless spoken to first. Always address patrons as sir and madam.
I must take any task with more than the slightest complexity, or they simply leave it in ruins for me to clean up later. Oh, hello, sir. Don't you pay me no never mind? Just some foolishness, you know. Just monkey shines.
I found these silver eagles. There's a vending device over there. There might be something to bring you back to health.
It's probably a good idea.
I'm actually like not short on health because I'm a very proficient rummager, but thank you. I feel like the game is keeping me from getting drunk.
Is your housekeeper acting suspicious? Try asking the girl a few key questions, such as, don't you think those Vox Populi folk have a valid complaint against the Prophet? And I'm sure some of your friends have attended meetings. I'd sure like to see what they're all about. Now, back to the music.
Ooh, our first Daisy Fitzroy. Voxophone.
When I first seen Columbia, that sky was the brightest, bluest sky that ever was. Seemed like heaven. Then your eyes adjusted to the light, and you saw that sea of white faces looking hard back at you.
Yup. Ain't that the truth? Headmaster increases critical hit damage by 50%. That's pretty good. I still think our other one's better though. Need money? I do. Come back.
Okay, catch.
Whoosh.
Thanks.
We're so skilled. Throwing coins halfway across the place. And of course, the segregated washrooms.
This ain't no place for you, sir. You best be on your way, or there's gonna be trouble for us both.
I will hurry up. I don't want you to get into trouble.
Please, sir. Please. They find you here. Blame's gonna fall on me.
That is very true. Okay, well, we're leaving. Now let's check this one. I'm pretty positive there is something in here. Unknown booze. There we go. I'm drunk. Say something, Elizabeth. Talk about my drunkenness. Nope. I feel like she does have comments for your drunkenness, though, but maybe just not right now. Could have sworn that there's useful items in here, but maybe not. Okay, so if you had thrown the baseball at Fink earlier at the raffle, right here, the couple would be here, and they'd like thank you, and there'd be like a piece of gear on this table for you. And if you had thrown the ball at the couple, or were going to, then like Fink's assistant Flambeau or whatever, he'll like stop you a little bit later in the next area with some gear. But of course, we decided not to throw the ball at all to show our act of protest, so no one is anywhere.
There you go, little miss. Cotton candy here. It's your cotton candy.
Look how happy she is with her cotton candy. How cute.
This is amazing. How have I never tried this? I can't believe how much I've missed.
Cute. She's very well adjusted for someone who's spent her whole life in a tower. Ooh, some not voxophones, kinetoscopes. We have seen that one, and that one, and that one. I guess these are just repeats, in case you missed them.
Kind sir, would you happen to have the time?
Oh, that's weird. Usually, Elizabeth will comment. But I guess she was too far away.
Come and take a photograph of our country.
Nice.
Down the cherry tree.
Hey,
He
Mr.
crossed
DeWitt.
the Delaware.
Flawless flintlock. It's the newest one in the series. I read it was delayed 3 times.
Your allegiance to flag and
And that's kind of like a little meta reference to BioShock Infinite, which got delayed 3 times before release.
With holy prophecy, and Eden floating in the mist, by man forsworn, by heaven.
These things are so creepy. Let's take a good look at this creepiness. Bleh.
Comstock will take care of them.
I don't know. Sometimes I think the Vox Populi are... Well, I mean, I've never even seen one.
That's the brilliance of it. You can't see them, but they're everywhere.
She's not well. What do you mean, not well? As in one stalk, no husband. She should disappear for a few months to Finkton, or someplace like that, and then come back. No one would be the wiser.
Sorry, sir, but it'd be my pleasure to offer you a refreshment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tin soldiers. Like, look, they just throw money in the trash. It says tin soldiers on on sale, but they're just the Duke and Dimwits. $32 in the trash. Crazy. Let's watch one of these so you guys can see.
Are you a duke? Or a dimwit? Duke cleans his father's rifle every Sunday without being asked. Dimwit shoots mice every afternoon and puts the old man's rifle back dirty. Remember, boys and girls, don't be a dimwit.
Of course, if you remember back in one of the earlier episodes, the mom is like sitting with her kid and she's like, sometimes I don't know if I'm raising a duke or a dimwit. Now it's a little reference to these things. Where else should we go? Yeah, let's go down to the white bathrooms for Elizabeth to deal some oof commentary in its simplicity.
Why is one bathroom for colors and the other for whites?
It just is.
Seems like an unnecessary complication. Are you trying to get us both arrested?
Yes. Oof. Yeah.
Exactly what business do you have in here?
I'm looting, Elizabeth. Haven't you learned?
I hope you don't intend for me to follow you in there.
And yet she followed us into the other ones.
As a boy, I had a dog named Bill. Like all dogs,
Everything's fine.
if we had not fed him, Bill would have been loyal. If we had struck him, Bill would have been loyal. Only when the colored man can make that claim will he take his place in society.
Just a minute.
You just missed some more racism. It's okay.
It's one thing to find out you're running around planting kisses on all the girls, but little Mary McCarthy and that horrid Aaron O'Malley, if your father found out, it is bad enough he has to employ those potato eaters. Oh, Frederick, you leave me in such a state.
So, back in like 1912, Irish people like weren't really considered white exactly, so they were like mistreated as well. Of course, nowadays they definitely are, but it kind of just goes to show you how whiteness is kind of like it's not an empirical thing, you know, like it's a definition that's been changed over time, and it's more cultural than anything. Alright, let's head on.
She's working, is she?
Yes, at a newspaper.
Well, That's the modern woman, I suppose.
Doesn't make it right.
Annabelle? Excuse me?
Annabelle, it's me, Esther.
Oh, no, I'm not Annabelle.
Are you sure?
My name is Elizabeth. Do I know you?
Elizabeth? Isn't that a lovely name?
That was odd.
So that's a very pointed foreshadow of
Park's
sorts.
closing. Park's closing, everyone.
Of course.
These shoes sure could benefit from a shine. Guess I haven't paid much attention.
So, if you've played the game,
Rain than snow.
you know that this is kind of an ambush waiting to happen. So, like, a lot of these people are have little things that kind of like point to them watching you and not really being very aware. Like this dude.
Hey, you want to watch out? I just swapped that.
This guy who's sweeping, even though, you know, we just saw that the only, like, janitors are people of color. Then there's this guy.
Have you got sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut? I guess so.
I'll take, one, please. How much?
1 silver eagle.
All right.
Like, they're $2. Number 1. So he's just kind of like making it up as it goes. These guys would not be good at improv, I'll tell you that. We're making some good bank.
Found some money. Catch.
Much obliged.
And then kind of like how the music dies down too. Just gives everything an unsettling look. Like, look at them all staring at us. It's a well done little segment.
Excuse me.
You need something, pal?
Ooh, and then like the clock. Look at this dude.
I don't know. Suspect he's carrying something. He's with her. Sure. We can get both apples with a single pick.
Mm.
2 tickets for passage to the First Lady airship.
Yeah, just a minute, friend. Yeah, I have it. How do you, want to proceed?
In a bit of a rush, pal.
Hey, mister, you're gonna get mustard all over your nice suit.
I got it. I'll ring you back once the matter's in hand.
I don't like this.
Yeah, send in the bird. We're ready to execute.
Excuse me, can I get some help here?
Certainly, sir. Sorry about the wait!
What are you doing? Get the girl! Get off of me!
Ugh.
Don't let them. I'm spent. Get away from me! Let me out!
Elizabeth!
She's so skinny.
Stay away from me!
No, I want the pistol.
Fathers, guide us!
Coward!
We'll die.
There we go. Oh, was there like a guy painting? I missed that. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything before we move on.
It's time to end this! Ready for me?
And of course, picture of Elizabeth, take her alive.
This is the moment we trained for. The false shepherd is here. The day was not exact, but the prophet's sight proves out again. The specimen must be taken alive. If she dies, I suspect they will give us to the bird, and whatever pieces it leaves behind will bear no names. That was cigarette number 6. This waiting is insufferable.
Where is she? Great.
So that bit about how the prophet's prediction didn't happen on the exact date, but was still like right, more or less. That's also like an important little bit of foreshadowing for the manner in which he predicts things.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Of course, is that he uses the tears to see other like versions of reality, which is why they can be like some things can be the same but not exactly predicted, because everything is kind of like probabilities, right? Not necessarily 100% truth.
As the months and years turned to memories, so did the men of Congress turn to righteousness. And through the technology of men, the dollars of Washington, the Lord worked his will upon Columbia and raised her high above the Sodom below.
Alright, I think that's a good place to stop for today. Next episode, we'll catch up with Elizabeth and continue our journey. See you then.